Nell, thank you. Well, they claim they were with a company called International Financial Corporation, but they weren't. They were really after an elderly woman's money, and they got it, $100,000. News 4 Tucson investigator Matthew Schwartz reports this case has now gone to the FBI.
I'm hurt. This is out of my husband's pension. I usually don't do things like this.
She says she's too embarrassed to be identified, but wants to share her story so others aren't victims. The 71-year-old widow from Cochise County lost $100,000 in the old government grant scam.
I was going to buy my children homes.
You were going to use this money
to get homes for them.
Buy homes for your 2 children.
Right, and to fix up my front yard.
It began several months ago when she received a message on her phone through Facebook from someone using the name of a longtime friend. It said she was on a list of government grant winners. The victim says she didn't even apply for a grant. Then came a series of messages containing awful grammar and spelling and phone calls from men with heavy accents. She says they sounded like they were from India. They told her she was awarded $200,000 that could be used to start a business or for home repair. But first, they said, she had to pay taxes.
Why did you keep sending these scammers money?
I didn't know. I didn't know.
She mailed and wired money from her bank, credit union, Western Union, and MoneyGram to people in several U.S. cities, including San Francisco and Jacksonville, Florida. After she sent a few $1,000s, the scammers knew they had an easy mark. They told her her grant award was doubled to $400,000, so she needed to send more for taxes. On July 11th at around noon, she wired the scammers $20,000 from her bank. Then, less than 2 hours later, she sent them another $20,000 from her credit union. Last week, after finally realizing she wasn't receiving any money, she called us.
If you could talk to the scammers who did this to you, what would you say?
I want you caught. How dare you?
I don't doubt that she was scammed at all.
Benson Police Detective Molly Ingram recommended the case go to the FBI because it's an interstate crime. The victim says she met with FBI agents last Friday.
They're going to be downloading my phone, taking all the information. They're taking the memory card. I gave them addresses. I gave them copies of the deposits.
When we call the scammers' phone numbers, we got this message.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
People wanting to get rich quick or, wanting that extra money, they fall for these scams and then ultimately they're out. I mean, getting the money back is pretty much impossible.
According to the federal government and the Better Business Bureau, a real government agency will not ask you to pay taxes or processing fees for a grant. The government does not contact individuals to award grants for which there has been no application. Federal grants are usually awarded for specific programs and public projects, not to an individual for home repairs or personal use.
Don't fall for this, please. This is why I'm doing this. I'm going to take it to the end. I want these liars caught.
Remember, if you never applied for a grant and someone calls or messages you saying that you've been awarded one, that's a scam. We have put more tips on our website, KVOA.com. If you have a story you'd like us to investigate, email us at investigators@KVOA.com or call 955-4444. Investigating for you, Matthew Schwartz, News 4 Tucson.